to entries. So what happened at 7 o'clock? At 7 o'clock, what happened at 7 o'clock? At 7 o'clock, we had this move to the downside. You have this trend line forming here. You can see how they are making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows. This is what I observed right at this time, 7 o'clock. So what did I do? I knew that okay, 7 o'clock wasn't giving me exactly 7 o'clock wasn't giving me an entry. So I knew that they're going to come all the way to this level. Can you see this? I knew that they're going to try to take out some liquidity and come down to this level. So at 7 o'clock, they swapped this liquidity, but I knew that they're still buried. I'm still going to take it out. So what did I do? See this guy. See this pure guy, this liquidity. This is where my entry was based from. My first entry was based from here. And if you look at this is another block that broke structure also. So I knew that they're going to take out some kind of liquidity and go to the downside. So what did I do? I came here right at 7 o'clock. I came here and so my first part of my video is analysis. Second part is entries, purely based on entries of the day, purely based on entries. So right at 7 o'clock, I was targeting this. This, can you see this? Yeah, 24 pips. This is how my this goes. So I had an entry here, targeting this level, and I had double entries. Now see what they did to us. So I took my first entry here. They took me out on this first entry because can you see the market went all the way to that level? Can you see what happened there? They took me out. Even though it went to my direction, they still took me out and went to my direction. So what did I see? You know, this market always gives us entry. When this one was already running because I had this one running all the way to this level. So that's why the stop loss was bigger than this one. You understand? So when I came here, I saw something again. You know, these guys always do something. They came here, made higher highs. They broke structure here. They came here and made a new. They broke structure here. So I took another sell. I took another sell because that break of structure showed me that okay, these guys are still eager. But I did not take a sell going out. I keep going all the way to this same level. So this one was now 3 pips. So this market gave me another opportunity to enter. Which opportunity did it give me to enter? It gave me another juicy opportunity to enter around this same resistance level that they took me out the last time. I took another sell. I didn't even know this would work out. That was the worst part of it. To be sincere with you, I never knew this would work out. I thought I tried to take the sell around the daily zone here so that it will trigger me perfectly. I wanted it to trigger me. I don't like taking entries around weeks. You understand? I don't like taking entries around. So I took this entry. Again. So when I saw this liquidity sweep, when they made this high, tried to come here, broke this. I saw this liquidity sweep. I took another entry. I was ready to make losses because I wanted to see what the market. Because as far as they've not taken out this high, so I marked this zone. As far as they've not taken out this high, I knew that okay, this is just So I took multiple entries there. Why was I taking all these entries? Because I've already seen from the weekly and 4-hour zones that we are likely to go down. You understand? Normally, some people will come and see this as a break of structure. I want to take buys up because you analyze only from the 1 minute. But because my analysis is based from the 4 hours or based from the 1 hour and 2 hours, this analysis is majorly being from the 2 hours. So that's why I'm taking all these sales. I'm just taking sales because I mean that before you go against the 2 hours, it's going to be difficult because these are the big boys. The 1 minute is the children. So I lost 1 hour here because of this great spike. That's why I was more entries. But I knew this one was running too. That's how this trading is. When you take loss, you have to reposition yourself to see how you can make more entries and recover that loss. You don't just accept the loss like that. So what did I see again? I saw something here. So this is these 3 entries. We made a 6 hour here, lost 1 hour. So net 5 hour profits from these entries. So what happened again? What happened again is they broke structure. Let's go. Well, you see how we're rotating between the 5 minutes and the 1 minute. We always rotate between these 2 candles because this is where our this thing is being based on. So what did I see here? I saw a support level here. I saw a support level here. This swing point here. They broke this structure to the downside. This opportunity to make more sales. So this opportunity to add more sales. Can you see this QM? So I took my entries around this QM again, targeting more downsides. My target is just this 1.3625 or just before that 1.3625. So immediately we breached those levels. I took more entries. Multiple entries were taken. Just immediately we breached that line. So immediately we came, broke structure, hit the line, another entry. I wanted to take let's see where I wanted to take entry. I don't even want to take entry here. I wanted to take entry around here, but I just decided to take it here, putting my stop loss just somewhere around here, targeting all the way to this level. So I took another entry here. I don't want to miss that entry because I know that it's going to work out. So I took another entry here. I didn't even take it from this place. I took it from this resistance all the way down to this level. This is 1:3. Now I had another. So when I saw this, I took another short position here. This is another 3-hour position. Just targeting my institutional line. This is my institutional line. This one is a liquidity zone. So this is the entrance. So when I came and I saw this move to the upside, saw this move to the down. So let's just mark it aside. We just made that one. So when I came, I saw this move to the upside move, and I saw another lower lows and lower highs. I positioned another entry again. Now, why did I position this entry? I positioned another entry coming for here. I already have another one running here, so I don't need to take another entry running to avoid more stop loss hunt. So I just knew, okay, I still have one entry running here. So let me take another entry here in case they come here. Going just for this place. In case this one doesn't. Why do I like taking all these kind of entries? Why I take all these kind of entries? In case they don't come to this level like this. Once they come here, I'm already on profit. You understand? Uh-huh. So this is like 21. This one almost took me out. But I had double entries here. Why did I have double entries here? Because I was thinking they would come for this week. I told you I like taking my entries around the body. So I don't like taking around weeks because I don't see why. Well, it's very difficult for price to get to weeks most of the time. So this is 2:7. 2:7, approximately 1:3. I did not take another entry all the way to this one because I already have this one running. That's another 3 hour. So what happened here is I saw that okay, the market is kind of this market is kind of coming down. So I saw this fair value gap over here. There's a fair value gap position over here from here to here, and this market came here, hit this level. So I knew that okay, next time they will come again, they might want to come because look at they induced this this liquidity zone, they induced this zone, they didn't take it out. So I knew that okay, there's other things that happened here that you would have taken advantage of. Like, can you see this move here? They went for this liquidity zone over here. This is my trend line. They went for this liquidity zone. Can you see this liquidity zone? They went for this liquidity zone. So you can see what happened here. They came here, hit this level, came down. There is a formation that happened here. Higher highs, higher highs. It would have been I wasn't. That was another good buy position for somebody that saw that. I don't know whether somebody saw that beautiful buy position there, targeting this liquidity. You would have gone for like this around this body closure. You'd have taken another buy, going for 2:6, 2:6, or two is to something like that. So this is another 1:3. Higher highs, higher. Immediately they hit this level, they try to target it. I took a shot from here, going all the way to this level. So I don't know whether somebody saw this, but I saw this beautiful pattern. And I knew that this is the only place they can go to because they made this huge pull to the downside, came here, still broke above that level. Then they are targeting this. This is the closest level they are targeting. So I had a shot coming here. That's the beautiful short long position there. Beautiful one. Nice one. One of the best short positions you can see in this world. So I had another short position because I thought that okay, we're not done yet. Once we hit this level, even though I had a TP around there, I still had a short, a very strong short level around here also. Saying that okay, once they get to this level, Once they get to this level, they're going to crash all the way to the downside. It actually worked out. When they get to that level, look at what they did here. It was a very beautiful short position. Almost took me on profit, but they didn't get to this level. You see what happened there? That was a good shot. That was a perfect shot. It worked off. When we did this rebound, I didn't have any position. Yeah, I never expected price to come here, but they came there. They came there, so I still extended my resistance. This is a resistance level broken as support. So I knew that okay, now they've taken out this level. And what happened here was, you see, what made my position not outside support. We entered New York. This was going on profit. But immediately we reached New York time, we hit New York time, 12 o'clock, which is 7 o'clock EST time. So 7 o'clock US time. So when we hit New York time, which is 12 o'clock, what happened was we had this great push there. I tell you, there's a lot of money in New York. Maybe they woke up, they bought up GBP against USD, breaking this structure. I'm breaking this structure. So I was a bit confused there. So immediately they broke this structure. I was looking for entries here, going for here. And I was also looking for entries here, going for here. Why was I looking for two entries around this position? Because New York always induce money into the market. They always have a way of so I knew that they are about to reverse the whole price. And I knew this I was already on loss here. Because I was can you imagine somebody almost on profit, we now reach New York, they took us on loss. Maybe sometimes I need to start taking out my positions when we enter New York so that I don't go on losses. But anyway, so I took another entry position here. Another entry position here was taking two entries. I took two entries. I took two entries around this week. Can you see this week? Yeah, that was where the entry was based on. What's this? Why is it here? So I took another entry here, going for this high. This recent high we just made. I don't like going for. I'm not too greedy. You understand? 2:1. So the market came. What did this market do? They took us out. So going, you see how this market was too extended here. This market was too extended here. So they came and took us out. The luck I had was I had another entry. I told you I like having double entries, just close to because I know that this is a high. Can you see the volatility here? Can you see the volatility here? As this is a very high volatility point. So because this is a high volatile position, your stop loss should not be too tight because if it's too tight, they're going to take you out. That's why you see me most of the time. I know that okay, that I have to take another. That's why I had two positions here. This one was just before the stop loss hunt. This one is I made this one 24, 25. So immediately they took me out on this position. This is a high volatile point. Look at this high volatility. So when market is coming down, they don't come down. They will go down with a very. So this one almost worked out. They almost can you see this first position almost worked out. But because my TP was around, if my TP was around here, I would have been on profit. And I wanted to put it there, but I did not put it there. That's the problem I had. I would have put it there because I don't like going to extreme position 7. This was almost at the week and they didn't go there. But this was an inverse entry. This was an inverse head and shoulder. Can you see this? This is an inverse head and shoulder pattern. This is a QN. So I would have put my TP there. So that was the lesson I learned. And I would have taken this what if they went down? But also, why I was taking all this so what did I observe again? Even though I had an entry running here, I saw how they came here, made this low, came here, they couldn't take out this high. They rejected from this QM level and made a new low. Immediately I saw that new low, I kind of afraid. I thought that okay, it looks like this guy wants to go all the way down. He wants to go all the way, they want to tank all the way down to this downside. You understand? So what did I do? I took more entries. So I took two short entries again. I took two short entries over here, which we are lost. I took two short entries going to this level. This one was twist. So I was using that okay. So after seeing this breakdown, I was going for 2:7, yeah. I also had another short entry over here also, going to my quantum level. You understand? So I had two entries here. So I had two shorts. I had two short positions here also. Even though I had a long position here, I also had I didn't there's another long position I did not put here. I'm supposed to put another long position here. There's another long position I had here also. That long position was for going to this level in case the so I had I had longs and shorts around this level. Tells you how this market dynamics is. I had longs and shorts. So I had three long positions and I had two short positions. What made me make these positions? I was supposed to make any entry here in the first place because this was a very confusing situation. It's only when this confusing situation is what caused you to make both ups and downs. And when you're making ups and downs like this in prop terms, you this is looks like gambling. You know, so this is a gambling mentality. But this is how I used to trade most of the time. I used to take there are some positions I'll make and I'll take both longs and short because I'm confused at that position at that particular time of the day. I'm very confused. Because this market did something made lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So I told that when they come here, they're going to make lower lows and come all the way to this level and this level. Also, when they broke out of this structure, I knew that they are going to try to come back to this level and also go about this level. So you see the gridlock we are in. We are in a very tight gridlock over here. This is one of the biggest gridlocks you can ever be on. Tight gridlock. So what happened again? We broke out. So when we broke out, I knew that it's done. What is it? It's done. So what did I do? I started looking for entries, more or target going in line with this. So I took three losses here. 3 hour loss was I had 3 hour losses there. So I'm having more losses, but we are going to do the calculation of the total loss and total win of today. Or the losses we are a lot of we are piling. It was a lot of piling of losses. So when I saw this breakouts over here, I knew that it's done. We are going all the way to this 1.365 level. So that was where my basis of my next entries were. So when we broke out of this line, I had another entry just close to this level. So I had a long position, which they still took me out also because of it was a high swing point. These high swing points they were doing a lot of liquidity horns. I call them liquidity horns. Have you heard of the term liquidity horns? So I used 9 pips and 3 6 over here, which they took me out. Can you see they took me out over here? They still took me out here, but I told you something that I used to have. I have another. I used to use week. I had another position there because covering that week because I knew that they might come for that week. That week was just there. That week was just there, and I knew that they're going to come for that week. So I was having a lot of losses today, and I don't know why. But these are high swing positions. But this one was more. This one covered everything, covered this loss almost. So I had two positions here. One, I don't. Why did I place? Who will tell me why I placed an entry here? So I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss this. Can you see this displacement here? If I like taking entries after a very massive displacement. So I took this right when the market is moving its high speed. So this is it. So when we made this high again, I was like, okay, I took another entry here. Can you see this QM level? So when we made a new high, I positioned myself for more entries. Can you see this QM? Yes. This QM level around this level. I just had a position here. I didn't even expect the position to hit. You understand? Around this level, I made it in another position, going for just this high. I don't want to go for two entries again. Just one is to three. I'm not more. I'm not more. I'm not. I would have put it around here, but I just wanted to make sure I get this high. I don't know whether the market will turn here. So when this happened, I had another position around this same level, around this level. This is QM. Let me draw it for you so you see the line. There's a line there, hidden line. There's a hidden this line. That was a QM level. Inverse head and shoulder, but so I had an entry. I don't want to take it here because if I take it here, 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 they might not hit me in. So I saw this QM level. I took my next entry going for this level. So that I just wanted to show you some. Let me delete this line. They are not needed. So that is that. Let's delete also this one. We don't need it. And another thing that made me place that entry is this. I didn't show you this one because there's no time when you're analyzing with little time like this. We tend to rush things. This this was the basis of this next entry. Those two entries you see, these two entries is trend line. Also the same trend line. This is also a trend line entry. These two entries you are seeing here was based on trend line, even though I was marking those levels, but they were also based on trend. So when they hit this level finally, they came here. This is another liquidity zone, another liquidity, created another liquidity over here. Can you see this liquidity? We came here, hit this level, we broke structure here. And immediately we broke this structure on this level, I took another entry. Immediately we broke this structure. Can you see this structure break? This low made a new high. So when we broke this structure, I took another entry, targeting where? Targeting this low. Can you see this low? This was my first low I was targeting. It's when we took out this low, I started looking for these positions. So when we broke this, because this is an internal structure. This is what they call internal structure break. This is what they call external structure break. So all these trend lines you are seeing, we have another internal trend line here. I don't want to draw it because of time. Let me put these guys inside. Yeah, so we had an internal structure break and we had and what's the time? This is what 14 o'clock. 14 o'clock. This is another place where 12 o'clock is normally a manipulation time. So from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock instant time is normally manipulation. But from 9 o'clock is when we normally have distribution. Yes, now. So this is the distribution time. I call it distribution time. 14 o'clock distribution and 9 o'clock EST distribution time. So what happened? Immediately we broke this structure. I was looking for entries, just going targeting this low, but I think I did not see any. I did not see any entries there. I did not see any entries there. I was looking for entries around here, targeting this low, which I thought we got that entry here. So maybe I was looking for entry around. I didn't take entry. This place was too close. You understand? So I was looking for entry going here, going to 6, just two pips, 6 or something like that. Understand? So I was going for this. This was what I was going for. 2:6. This was what I was looking for. So immediately we broke this structure. That was when you saw me take 2 entries. Except for what we hit here, when we hit, I tried to make some entries here, but I wasn't seeing it. The market was too slow. So when I immediately broke this loop here, I knew that is the property they are going to come lower here. That's why you saw me take this entry, and I took 2 entries. Why am I taking 2 entries during this time? Because you have to take 2 entries during this time because we are in the distribution time. 15 pips. This is 15, and this is 5. And the distribution time. So that's why you saw me take 2 entries here. So there are also other entries here that I would have taken. This one also would have been another entry, just targeting this low I would have taken, but there was no need. I already have 2 positions running. When the market took out this liquidity, gave more positions for that's why I don't like this one. I've already gone on profit already. So they did not take me out here. So I wasn't taken out here, but this one was still running. They would have taken this one out because it was still running. So I did not take any entries. When they swiped this liquidity, I came out to a level here. Came down again. When they came down again, I saw fair value gap. Can you see that fair value gap entry? Yes, there's a fair value gap entry. So I made another fair value gap entry around this level. Going for here and going for here. 2 more entries were taken around this zone. That's when they took out. I would have gone all the way to this level. But because if you look here, there's also fair value gap here, but this was too close. So I just took 2 entries. I also had another entry here in case they come to these levels, just targeting this level. I was just taking multiple entries. So I had a short position coming from here. Where's my This is my rectangle. This is the fair value gap position. Okay, so there was a fair value gap where this market created when it crashed all the way, breaking the structure. So we know we're going to come down to this level again. We are looking for more entries. We had another short position coming all the way from here, coming all the way to this level. This is a twist to 2 pips, so 6 to 7 again. On that, so we had 2 positions just in case the market, and this was around 17 o'clock. This one was going for here, 3 pips. So we also had more positions here also because we saw this QM. Can you see this QM? We had more positions here. We had another position here. Can you see this position? Yeah, we had liquidity here. So we also had more sales around here, just in case the market comes to that level. And also this entry was based on trend line. This 17 o'clock entry was based on trend line. This was too exploded. This is first touch of the line. This is first touch of the line. Growth structure, second structure, line growth structure, third structure, we are expected to what? Break structure. So there are also other fair entries here from this same trend line you would have taken if you had, but I saw this one. So immediately they played it. If they took us on loss here, I would have had more entries here. I had also other entries there, but I don't want to show it so that this video doesn't get too long. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.